motherfuckers. Haha. It's Necro here. Haven't been on YouTube Live in a long while. How fuck y'all doing? I wonder how many people are coming here. But I saw this dude, Hassan Campbell. He went on live on his YouTube and talking about, did NORE fold against Kanye? Because I guess the Jewish boss of Comcast, who runs Revolt, Revolt goes through Comcast, probably was not down with all that Nazi shit that Kanye was talking, all that racist shit. And he probably got threatened. Like, yo, y'all dead in that shit. And so I notice a lot of black people online. I'm assuming that they're black people because I don't know who is responding. You know, I can't say I know the color of the people that respond, obviously, but my guess is that a lot of people are like, well, look, Kanye's right. Everything Kanye was saying is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, he proved his point. So what's the point? What point is being made? Is the point that's being made, look, Kanye's talking Nazi shit, and Jews ain't down with Nazi shit and deaded it. That's the only point I'm seeing here. Kanye's a racist. He went on Drink Champs talking racist shit against Jews. The same way Hitler started out blaming Jews for everything. Basically just blaming a whole culture. Not being specific to a person, saying, okay, it's these three guys I don't like that happen to be Jewish. Instead, he's just blanketing, in his terms, Jewish people. That means he's talking about me. I'm from Glenwood Projects in Brooklyn. That's where I grew up, poor. My grandmother, Bobby, Ruth, survived the Holocaust, poor. From Europe, jumping over dead bodies in Warsaw. She never had a pot to piss in, enough money to play bingo. With a junkie son, Howie, in the projects, and my mother, and she made us, and we all lived in the projects. My grandmother lived on the other side, and I lived on the other side. We don't know nothing about these rich Jews, okay? So I'm confused because what Kanye is doing, in my opinion, is he's spewing hate out, and he's just making more people and more inner city thugs attack more Jews, because all summer of 2022, all you saw was Hasidic dudes getting beat up and attacked by blacks and Latinos, and it wasn't white boys, you know what I'm saying? Because you see in the videos, you know what I'm saying? And it's just nonstop stupid attacks because they know that these Jews are soft. And Kanye, what he's doing is, because a lot of people are ignorant on this planet, the ignorant people, now they think every single Jew. You know, it's like literally because he ain't clear in what he's saying. So that's like me going online and saying all black people are this. And then my followers are going to, oh, all black people are this? And then they're going to go and listen. You know what I mean? So the crazy shit is Kanye has more followers online than there are Jews on the planet. Okay. Let me see how many people came in here. What we got? Oh, okay, not that many, which is crazy because supposedly Hassan Campbell had like 10,000 people. But he does this a lot. So they're probably already used to it. He promotes it every night that he's going on live. So I figured I want to try it. But either way, but basically, this dude's convincing, he's going to convince people more to go and attack more Jews. And what the crazy shit is, the dude got $2 billion. You're not poor anymore, bro. You're part of this elite that you're talking about. He acts like he's different because he goes on Drink Champs and says racist Hitler type shit, he thinks now he's different. He's still one of them. He's an elite with 2 billion. He talks about all he does is go and eat rich dinners. Yo, the dude is sick in his fucking head. He talks about all I do is eat rich dinners, right? So you're gonna relate to anybody in the hood's gonna relate to you right now, while they're struggling they can't even buy a shirt from NECRO. Motherfuckers can't even go to my store and buy a shirt. They're so broke right now in the world. But you're eating rich dinners. Everyone's gonna listen to you. Let's go hate the Jews, right? This guy's dividing. All Kanye is doing is giving out negativity and dividing people. He's doing nothing that a dude who is as rich as he should be unifying. And mad disrespectful to all the legends in hip hop that were Jews, that did things. Kanye wouldn't be around if it wasn't for a Steve Rifkin, a Rick Rubin, a Leo Cohen. If those dudes didn't do what they did in the business, you wouldn't have Kanye. So he's mad disrespectful and ungrateful. But what's crazy is that I'm seeing other black people online siding with Kanye. So now it's the new norm to support a dude that's acting like Hitler. That shit is crazy to me. You hate Jewish people that much? Do you even know any Jewish people? The reason I'm representing, so you understand, why does NECRO give a shit? Death Rapper, all that. Because all I see is the black view. I don't see anybody Jewish who's from the projects, who's street, you know what I mean? Who is the one that's being attacked because, you're saying Jewish people. You're talking about my mother, my grandmother that survived the Holocaust. You blanketing everybody up because you're mad you can't make a pair of jeans? This dude is angry because he can't make a pair of tight jeans. He said Balenciaga is the dopest designer on the planet. What the fuck is Balenciaga? Anybody here even fucking look at that piece of shit? It's a fucking logo, a bullshit logo. What do we go? We got 100 people now? It's a dumbass logo. Did you ever notice that everything from fashion is usually either an Italian name or a French name? And it's a fucking bullshit logo on a shirt. And then they decide to sell it for fucking $500 a shirt. And that's fashion. Kanye knows all about fashion. Let's dress the wackest possible that we could dress and then call that shit the coolest shit. Let's put on rain boots today. We're going to wear rain boots, and that's fashion. So why don't I go and put a fucking a plastic bowl on my head right now and tell everybody, yo, that's the new shit. Paper bowl on your head. So this dude gets shut down. Why would the Jews shut Kanye down? Because we had a Holocaust. 6 million people, we were killed, okay? And a slogan for Jews is never again. That ain't happening ever again. I don't know how it happened the first time that we allowed it, you know what I'm saying? But you know the stories, people didn't believe it was possible. Jews are more powerful than ever now, okay? From what happened, we built ourselves up, I guess, as a people. I've never personally been helped by Jews with power. Every Jew in my life never did shit for me. So I don't know nothing about some Jewish privilege that people are talking about. Kanye must know more about it than I do, because I don't know nothing about it. Kanye must fucking be down with all these Jews. Can I get down with some of them? Can they help NECRO out? Why can't NECRO blow the fuck up? I'm a Jew, everyone. Why am I not blowing up? Why am I poor? Compared to Kanye, we're all poor. Everybody's poor compared to a billionaire. So this motherfucker, people are saying, he should be able to just spew his hate. So it would be okay for a white dude, me, or anybody else to go online right now and just diss black people or diss Latino people. That would be all good. And then they're all white people. What would that be called? If white people then all say, yeah, finally you get to say what you want about black people and we'll keep it online and it won't get taken off and all that. That would be called racist. It would be called KKK type shit. What Kanye's doing is no different than the KKK. Kanye is basically a Nazi. He's a wannabe. He's trying to be a Nazi. He's trying to get literally the world to hate Jewish people. That's psycho shit. Remember, we're dealing with a psycho dude in the first place. You know what I mean? Who thinks he could be president. He's down with Trump. Trump, I never usually had a problem with. You know what I mean? Like, because I thought he was funny. Yeah, and today he starts dissing Jews all of a sudden. I supported Israel. I don't get involved in all that. I got to be honest with you. How many people we got in here now? 104. Listen, I'm not a political dude. You all know that. I've never been political. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all know that I represent my shit. I'm proud. I would fight Kanye one-on-one. Kanye was talking all this shit the other night. He was saying, on the Drink Champs, come fight him. He was telling people, oh, you rappers are pussy. Da-da-da. Do you think Kanye's fighting anybody? First of all, if you have $2 billion, you know he has police working for him. So Kanye has a whole army force of snipers, and he probably hires like the illest, military. Iller than 50 Cent was rolling. And I heard 50 Cent was rolling with Navy SEALs. So Kanye ain't fighting nobody. Do you understand? It's very easy to say, oh, come step to me. When you're not going in a room, locking a door, and going in there with any rapper. Definitely not me. Okay? Who in here thinks Kanye could beat me up one-on-one? Do you think Kanye could get in the room with NECRO one-on-one, just with the hands, no weapons, 15 minutes, leave us in the room and see who walks out, who's alive when we finish? Okay? Write down who you think would win. I can tell you what I think. I would beat him to death. Literally. And I would be in the right because I'm not on no racist shit. You know what I'm saying? I have black homies that are my good friends. My engineer is black of 20 years. Okay? I'm loyal to him and he's loyal to me. We don't agree on everything. Sometimes we joke, we talk race shit to each other. You know what I mean? To fuck with each other on some fun shit. I got other friends that are dudes from Harlem that been shot, that are down with PLR, but they see both sides of things. You know what I mean? They understand the black experience, yet they understand the way how I grew up. White kid in the projects. You understand what I'm saying? And they know that my heart is pure for hip hop. Just out of respect for my friends, I would never go and say the type of stuff Kanye's saying. You understand? He's specifically trying to trigger Jews. He wants to be the dude. Oh, look at me. I'm like Farrakhan. I'm going to basically call all Jews leeches. And I'm going to be a racist dude. And now you should praise me for that because I'm the one risking it all. What is Kanye risking if he has $2 billion? It's not like he's NORE. Now check this out. He expects NORE, or people online are dissing NORE because NORE is not going against a Jewish boss. Because Comcast is owned by a Jew or run by a Jew, CEO, and then Puffy and Revolt is under Comcast. So Puffy probably did call up Kanye and was like, yo, Kanye, you bugging, G, and you're going to fuck up our money. Now think about that. I don't like Puff specifically. I don't have any relationship with Puff or anything. But I understand the logic that Puffy would tell Kanye, don't fuck my money up. So Puffy has a good relationship with this Jewish guy. He has Revolt TV. Revolt TV helps tons of black people. It allows NORE to give flowers to everyone in hip-hop. Think about how sick this is. Kanye is such a fucking piece of shit. He would fuck up NORE's whole fucking hustle. That all the time NORE spent to build Drink Champs, to make it into something fucking dope, where he could give flowers to all the rappers NORE feels deserve it. And for Kanye's cause of calling out the Jews, right, and being the next Hitler, so NORE should say, yeah, fuck my checks and the money that I'm getting. Because remember, NORE's not directly in business with the Jew of Comcast. NORE's probably has a deal with Puffy. Puffy has a deal with the Jew. So the Jew calls up Puffy and is like, why is this dude spreading Hitler shit? Never again. My peoples, we ain't allowing that. You're not going to go on social media and spread around the world like Hitler did. Because remember, they didn't have social media then. Think about how easier it is to try to start a new Holocaust. Back then, it was done with leaflets and papers. Now you got a guy like Kanye going on the biggest show, reaching millions of people immediately. And he's spreading Nazi Hitler propaganda. He's not going up there and having a conversation and just saying, oh, I think some of these Jews are bankers and, and doing that kind of thing. He's literally trying to brainwash the listeners to hate Jews and believe it. He's saying I am one of them because he did not clarify the difference between the Jews from Glenwood Projects. What about all the Jews from Glenwood Projects where I grew up? Hundreds from Russia, from all over. My family from Israel, Romania, Poland, Germany. Like, we were all poor. We don't know any of these bankers. Who are you talking about? You're talking about people that Jews don't even know about. I don't know anything about these motherfuckers. But one thing people know is NECRO's a Jew, and he's in hip-hop, and I'm part of the culture. So you're quick to shit on me like I'm not even part of the culture. The fuck that any other Jew in the culture is what Kanye's saying. For his agenda, which has him angry because he can't make a factory? The dude said, oh, I'm trying to make a factory. How the fuck do you have 2 million, you stupid asshole, and you don't have you can't make a factory? I had a warehouse open on a small level for NECRO merchandise years ago, and I paid for space to get it. So how does a guy with 2 billion can't make a fucking factory to make his fucking sneakers? Okay? I bet you all the money that Kanye made, the 2 billion off the Yeezys, was made using sweatshops. And all his money that he made was shitting on people in other countries. I'm not confirming that. I'm saying I bet it's possible. I just think he's a total fucking piece of fucking shit. Ask a guy like my son, who's on the front line and all about, Black Lives Matter, not the company, but the concept. And he's disgusted with Kanye. And that's a street guy dude, you know what I mean, who goes on the front line. And he's like, nah. So I don't understand how people don't agree with a my son, but they agree with a Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kanye's the biggest capitalist ever. What's he doing with his money? What has he done to help anything? He's just ranting about Jews that didn't let him fucking make his fucking pants. The guy wants to make stretch jeans. Why don't you go talk to the owners of Levi's, you fucking faggot? But basically, I don't understand why he proved his point. Yeah, he proved the point. Okay, so I got banned from Facebook numerous times. I made a post that said, if a person can't deliver a pie of pizza hot on time, they should kill themselves. So because a white Jew said something that Facebook felt was suicidal, I got blocked. I'm not black. I'm a Jew. I've been blocked numerous times. My whole career, I got blocked for every piece of content I put out. So I'm not allowed to put out a video about human trafficking, showcasing one of the worst fucking crimes in the world, in Europe, biggest racket. I get blocked on all platforms and canceled. But Kanye's shocked that he's going on and saying Hitler shit, and that's a shock to everybody. Well, you proved yay right. The Jews came and shut him down. Why shouldn't they? The Jews are shutting me down. I mean, the Jews. What's the Jews? Zuckerberg? Kanye hung out with Zuckerberg. That's his boy. Ain't that funny? Zuckerberg does what he does to everybody. He put an algorithm of censorship to fuck everybody over. And that's Kanye's boy before he decided to become the next Hitler. He was rocking with Zuckerberg, hanging at his crib, probably blowing him. Right? How much gay, weird, fucking satanic shit you think Kanye did in the last 10 years before he went on the rant that he went on in the last week? You think Kanye's been true this whole time? He wasn't eating ritual fucking goat dick? I bet you this dude is just angry. He probably got his asshole ripped in one of these rituals. You know what I mean? Maybe one of these rich Jews or rich whoever Maybe an Ethiopian Jew fucked him in his ass, made him bleed bad, and he's burnt. But you notice whenever he gets angry, right? Sway, you ain't got the answers. Vakana Shmagana from the Italian company wouldn't meet me. Nikolai Volkov wouldn't meet me. He would not come to my meeting. Who is he? I am the best creator of clothing on the planet because I'm 37. If you're 47, you are done. You have no business creating anything. It's all about young ideas, and I am Kanye, and you should listen to me. Death to all Jews on the planet that don't agree with my concept of tight jeans with the crotch out. I mean, this dude is a stupid fuckface. He said he was Moses. Motherfucker thinks he's fucking Moses. He's gonna save the black people, right, from everything. Kanye, right, with his $2 billion. The fucking piece of fucking shit. And I'm glad that the bosses came down on NORE. And you know why NORE? You know why NORE is apologizing? Not because NORE's a bitch. Because NORE's not going to fuck his checkup and his good thing that he has going on that he likes. NORE was happy before Kanye fucking came and got involved. Did you ever see in all the years of Drink Champs, NORE have to deal with this bullshit? Until this stupid fuckface Kanye came out of nowhere and is fucking his shit up. Do you think anybody who's online that's siding with Kanye, yeah, Kanye made his point, you think any of them give a shit if NORE gets another check again? So NORE's not supposed to worry about himself. He spent years building up. He's paying homage to all the rap people, right? Nobody went up on there and made their whole fucking convo about F the Jews. But Kanye, that's his whole platform. And so somebody who's in business with NORE, indirectly or directly, NORE has a Jewish business. That's like we're in the street and the guy supplying you with your cocaine happens to be a Jewish Colombian guy. Let's say half Jewish, half Colombian. You're going to go shit on that dude and be shocked when he deads your fucking connection? He tells you, go fuck yourself. In the street, you're not allowed to diss people. Isn't that crazy how you don't apply the street rules to Jews? When the original gangsters were Murder Incorporated, Bugsy, Meyer Lansky, Luciano, Capone. Okay, these were all the illest dudes ever. Arnold Rothstein. But you're expecting that it should be different when you shit on Jews, though. Nah, we could shit on Jews for 20 years in all our raps, constantly diss them, but we're shocked. We got canceled because, a Jewish guy who has the power to say, you're not going to fucking do that show anymore. Or you're not going to perform in this stadium. Because he actually has power. You insulted him. If you insult anybody in the street, you might end up dead. You're not ending up dead. The Jewish guy's just saying, you can't fuck with my network. If you insult me, have respect. Why is it so hard to have respect? I could understand if Kanye feels Stevie Wonder's kids don't have money and all that, but you don't know the situation with that specific. Does Kanye know exactly why Stevie Wonder's kids might not have money? Could it be Stevie Wonder fucked up? Stevie Wonder, I've seen him popping for years. You can't tell me Stevie Wonder's broke because of a contract he had in 1954. The guy's done concerts and tours for years. There's no way Stevie Wonder is broke. You guys understand what I'm saying? Even if the white man robbed Stevie Wonder in deals at the beginning of his career, Stevie Wonder's been relevant enough and has toured around the world enough times, he should at least be multimillionaire status. So if his fucking kids have no fucking money, it's not because of a Jew. It's because Stevie fucking Wonder couldn't see where his bank account number was and he doesn't know how to get back into his bank account. Nah, but really, straight up though, that would be Stevie Wonder's fault. But you notice there's nobody Jewish online that is hood, a street guy that's Jewish, that feels some way when you keep shitting on me, or my family, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all we really have. Knock on wood, we're going to all pass. So all you have is what you are. You might as well rep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be, I don't like all Jews. Hasidics make me sick. I don't like the way they look and dress. They smell like shit usually. I don't hang with them. I'm a Jew into hip-hop. But you're going to front on Rick Rubin? You're going to front on Steve Rifkin? You wouldn't have Big Pun, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang if Steve Rifkin didn't do his thing. Did he fuck over RZA? He's the one that allowed RZA to do a deal with Wu-Tang and leave it open that every Wu-Tang member can go get their own deals. That's a scumbag Jew? That seems like a good guy. A guy that actually helped RZA. And Wu-Tang is relevant in 2022 because he did a great deal with a Jewish dude. Do you ever hear anybody talk about that? I never hear anybody big up Customato. Would Tyson have been where he is without the Italian Customato? Do you? You tell me, people. Do you ever hear anybody ever show love and say, yeah, love Mike Tyson, but Customato, oh man, he's the dude that helped Tyson become what he is. It's like you want to erase, any fucking props that Jews or white people did in hip-hop. It's fucking crazy. I've seen recently Fat Joe trying to big up Latinos as originators of hip-hop, and he got attacked. Black people were attacking Fat Joe. How could you fucking attack Fat Joe? And Fat Joe was just saying, at the beginning of hip-hop, it was known Puerto Ricans were some of the illest breakdancers. If we're talking hip-hop, hip-hop's not just about the microphone. Hip-hop is elements for people that don't know what hip-hop really is. Hip-hop is breaking, graffiti, DJing, MCing. And then you have, extra elements or whatever. But those are like the main elements, you know what I'm saying? Beatboxing, whatever, making beats, is considered an element, or a standoff element. Puerto Ricans were involved. Graffiti, it was known white boys were down with graffiti from the beginning. And yes, blacks were the first to do MCing, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't the first basketball guys white guys? Yet blacks came in and dominated it and did their thing, and it's not questioned. It's, that's a white thing. Nah, it's whoever's dope at it. That's one of the things about hip-hop. Hip-hop is a skill set. Don't mind my lisp. Skill set. Okay? If you're good at rapping, you should get your props. It should not be about your color if you don't disrespect the fucking art. If you're true to it and you put in the work, it's like martial arts. Do people tell somebody if he's Indian, he can't do martial arts? Is a black guy not allowed to do martial arts because it's from Asia? No. If you earn your black belt, you get your respect. That should be in hip-hop the same fucking way. It's crazy that only in hip-hop, you go and say that a white person cannot be involved and he's a culture vulture and he's a wannabe. And that's why I'm speaking on it, because hip-hop's my fucking life. Knock on fucking wood. I want to leave a legacy. I want this video to be heard 1,000 years from now and be like, yeah, he repped it. NECRO actually, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to let his people get shit on. Because here's the thing, there's a lot of Jews in the world that put in fucking work. There's a lot of Italians that put in fucking work. You know what I mean? You just can't shit on us, because I don't shit on y'all. Whoever y'all is. Y'all could be blacks, Italians. Y'all could be white people that agree with what Kanye's doing. You know what I'm saying? Whoever is the ops. That's that new catchy word that all the young kids use now. Ops. It was never used in my time. You know what I'm saying? But that's every rapper that's a kid now, within the first line, you're going to hear ops. You know what I mean? Run about my ops. Spin the block. That's a hook now. Spin the block. Shoot my ops. Spin the block. Shoot my ops. What about your girl? She will suck my cock. Then I'll spin the block and shoot the ops. But basically, whoever's opposing to the way I think, because I think I'm on point. If I'm off point, let me know in the comments that I'm off point. I want to hear what you got to say. But I know Hassan Campbell, who I ain't got no problem with. You know what I mean? If anything, he inspired me to come on here right now. But he's on some shitting on NORE. I think he's shitting on NORE. Like NORE folded to the Jewish power. So what do y'all think? NORE should side with Kanye and lose his job with Drink Champs? So basically the legacy of NORE will be, yeah, I sided with Kanye's Nazi shit because he's pro-black, right? He's the Moses, and I can't do my show anymore. and I can't make money and feed my family and have fun in Miami and do a great show that made millions of people happy because I'm backing up Kanye against the Jews. And then now we could just say, oh, see, the Jews are fucked up. They deaded the Drink Champ show because they're the ones. Well, hold up a second. Shouldn't we be saluting the Jews? That the head of Comcast is dope enough to do a deal with Puffy, right? He believes in Puffy. He has the power. And he's like, yeah, I'll fuck with you, Puffy. You have a whole fucking network, Revolt. And that led to Puffy giving NORE a chance. So shouldn't NORE, if NORE's on some hierarchy, respect, if you're a respectable man, if you're a mafia man, wouldn't you respect the chains of command? Because that would mean that the head mafia boss is the head of Comcast. He's the head mafia guy. Puffy's a capo, and NORE's one of the soldiers. So NORE's supposed to just say, fuck the head, right? And kill him and all that. But here's the thing. NORE will lose everything that he built. So I don't see the argument there. I understand why. NORE was probably told. Now, here's why I believe NORE was told to apologize. Because I watched the beginning, and I ended up seeing some clips where NORE was trying later, which he's right, he did say he did. Later on in the interview, he was trying to reason with Kanye. At the beginning, when Kanye was going crazy, he should have been told, yo, Kanye, you should kind of chill because you're saying some crazy anti-Semitic shit. If NORE was keeping it real, the convo would have been like this. Yo, my boss is Jewish. And you talking crazy. So you're going to fuck my job up, Kanye. And let's see what you need to be willing to lose your job. And then NORE could be like, nah, Jay. Are you going to pay my fucking bills? I built fucking Drink Champs for years. Okay? And my Jewish boss don't want to hear you talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does there need to be a reason why? The Jewish boss ain't with it, man. Simple. Just like if a Nigerian boss don't want to hear you talking about his country. Okay, he don't need to fucking explain himself. Don't talk about my fucking country. Don't talk about my fucking people. Have fucking respect, motherfucker. You feel that all your people are controlled by these Jews? So NORE's controlled? So what do you want for NORE? You know NORE's the type of dude that ain't down with independence. His whole thing is he's against independent artists. NORE likes the idea of being babied by a major label. That's one of NORE's key things he always says. So NORE likes being under the Puffy, under the Jew. He likes that. That's comfortable living for him. But you want to fuck his life up and tell him that his happy life ain't dope? Because he don't control? But technically, Puffy does control Revolt. NORE's boss is Puffy, technically. Okay? So now what you're saying is Puffy should own Comcast, and it should be a black owner, and da-da-da. And like, okay, I hear you on that. I'm not even telling you that would be wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with you owning what you own. You know what I'm saying? Everyone should be an owner. I'm an owner of my own label. Nobody gave it to me. No Jew gave it to me. No black gave it to me. No daddy gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? I just built it up myself. Track after track, fan after fan, CD after CD, and just kept building whatever I got. So, I don't know what the fuck people are expecting. A lot of people are looking ignorant, siding with a Kanye against a NORE. If anything, you're more like NORE than like Kanye. You'll never be like Kanye, probably. It'll be very rare that you'll be a $2 billion guy who's a psychopath trying to be the next Hitler. But NORE, at least, is a dude from the hood, shot somebody, went to jail, made good, has kids, has a family, is giving back with his show, showing love to people, having fun, creating content, putting out good vibes. As he did have a Jewish search on the show. You know what I mean? So, not that I think that's the show really showing love to white MCs, because he would never feature NECRO. NORE doesn't respect underground. But I'm just, defending NORE on this because I don't think he did anything wrong. Okay? Let's say it was a black boss running Comcast and it was a white show, and the white show had a white guy on there talking, reckless, just anti-black. You don't think the head of Comcast would dead it? Deaded. You think the head of Comcast, if he was black, would say, "Oh yeah, it's okay, freedom of speech, allow him to do his thing"? That's why I can't believe how stupid you are that anybody would think that anybody who's getting shitted on would allow them to get shitted on. Do you think Jews are that soft? Maybe the Hasidics that are being stepped to in the street that don't know how to fight are soft. Israelis in Israel that are in the army that have to serve no matter what, they're not soft. You're not going to herb those dudes, okay? They know how to shoot guns. They're like my father. I've never saw my father get sunned ever. If anything, in New York City, all I saw was my father sunning people. Kind of influenced how me and my brother are. We sun a lot of people, okay? So you're not sunning no rugged Jew. Don't play yourself. Seriously. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got my ass kicked a million times in the projects. How many people you think I fucked up as a result of that? Okay? Guaranteed. For every time I took a beating, I gave one fucking back to a motherfucker that gave me a beating. Or someone he fucking knew, or another tough guy the next day. Okay? Because that's what happens. You either become a sheep or you become a wolf. If a bunch of wolves keep fucking with you, you're going to end up turning into a fucking beast. You understand what I'm saying? It's just that's nature. You either whimper and die or you become rugged. It's one or the other. Okay? I'm not made to whimper and die. I might be scared, whatever. Then I get courage. And my courage makes me react, and I represent. Like David and Goliath. Goliath could be a crew of 10 kids trying to play me, and I sun them. You know what I'm saying? I fought 10 dudes outside of Limelight. For anybody who knows the club in New York City, Limelight. You know what I'm saying? When DJ Riz, we'd walk in with the crates. You know what I'm saying? I laid out the first kid. He had to go get 10 of his boys to fight me at once because he couldn't handle me one-on-one. That's what we call dangerous cowards. When a dude can't fight you one-on-one, he needs either guns or he needs to go get people. Me, I've always been comfortable fighting one-on-one because in the projects, that's all I had. I didn't have the ability to call people. Bill helped occasionally. But, let's say 9 times out of 10, I had to fight people myself. Either get my ass kicked or I ended up winning. It was always 50-50. You know what I mean? And then, so now I don't fear a group of people. I'm not saying I want to fight 10 people, but I'm saying I don't fear it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to bitch up if there's 10 people as my ops in front of me. I can hold my ground and be like, yeah. You know what I mean? And funny enough, when that has happened, people respected me, and they didn't want no smoke, and it was whatever, because they're like, yo, this dude ain't got no fear. You know what I mean? But you might have that intense in your heart, your heart's beating, and there's 10 people here, but if you got your knife on you or your machete, or if you actually have a gat on you, you know what I mean? It's like, whatever. But anyway, enough of that talk. I think I kind of said what I needed to say. I'm curious what y'all will think and how you take this conversation. Look, in the end of the day, I don't even have to post about this shit. Like, I could literally be on vacation, retired in another country, living off necro music. I just want you to understand that, so so you don't get confused. I do not have to do this. I enjoy representing. I enjoy having fans. I enjoy the brand, building the brand. I don't want my brand to be hated. I would never want black people to hate me. I would never want any race to hate me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I respect hip-hop too much, and my idols are Rakim, Kane, KRS, G-Rap. My idols are black idols. These are the people. I did a whole album with Cool G-Rap. You understand what I'm saying? But, it's hurting when you see this guy. I'm in hip-hop 20 years, a Jewish kid, constantly getting shitted on because I'm white, my content, you know what I mean? People not respecting a Jewish kid, especially one that's rugged, always trying to say dumb shit. Oh, why don't you rap about synagogue? Not giving me my respect. And then we're in 2022, and the biggest, richest black dude and rapper is like basically saying, fuck the Jews. as a people. Like, it's on a hip hop platform. Like, yo, that's crazy to me. Yo, that's like that's why Jews are bugging. It's like, yo, this dude trying to be like Hitler. So somebody's got to say something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying nobody's saying anything, but, you know, like, I got to give y'all perspective. Because you're going to shit on Nori, like almost people like Nori's a sellout to the Jewish man. Nah. Don't shit on Nori like that. That's wrong, actually. Respect Nori. That Nori's looking out for his hustle. Because Kanye's not. Kanye didn't get Nori where he is. You understand what I'm saying? Nori hustled, did his thing before Kanye. So if anything, Nori has hierarchy over Kanye. Nori has the right to do anything he wants to do in regard to Kanye, and we should salute him because he was putting in work when Kanye was not fucking relevant yet. You understand what I'm saying? And Kanye never put out no real thug shit. At least Nori put out that, you know, Queen's thug shit that thug dudes that punch people in the face relate to. We don't relate to Kanye. Okay, so I don't think you can ever diss Nori. You know what I mean? I think Nori's just smart. And, you know, Nori was probably told, yo, you need to apologize. Nori could have said, nah. And you know what? The dude who runs Comcast would be like, Drink Champs, deaded, just like that. Fuck you. Fuck your show. You won't humble yourself and apologize for letting this dude shit on us? Then fuck your show. Hells yeah. That's gangster. Everybody want to talk about gangster? That's gangster. Dead your shit like that. Finally, a Jewish gangster was able to show a Queens dude what's up. Made a Queens dude say sorry. Hells yeah. Y'all should respect that, actually. That's some Meyer Lansky shit. Make a phone call? Yeah, I don't like what's being said. Oh, no disrespect, Meyer. Yeah, apologize. Apologize that your show's deaded. All right, man. I ain't fucking up my business with you. I respect you, Meyer. I respect you, Meyer. That's what Puffy probably told dude from Comcast. I respect you for what you did for me. Oh, that makes Puffy a bitch, right? And then all these people are going to talk about, oh, Puffy's having satan. Nah, how about if Puffy just did a deal with somebody? You can't just fucking believe that Puffy just did a fucking deal. They sat down and it makes money. It's a fucking deal. Why does Satan got to be involved? Because you're a fucking conspiracy theorist douchebag. The internet is infested with conspiracy theory douchebags. None of y'all do deals. You'll never get to the Puffy level because you never grinded like Puffy. You never released a rapper. You never got deals done. You never did deals with distro companies. I did all these things. So I already know. I'm not saying that there ain't some weird shit going on here and there. But the fact that you just immediately go to that, like you're not giving Puffy any respect that he did a deal with a Jewish guy and they did it to make fucking content, like you're just basically living in a fucking conspiracy, in my opinion. I believe you're lost. You know, and if you want to spend your whole day worrying about what Puffy does with his Jewish partner, if that's really what your fucking concern is, that's why you don't have no deals in life right now. That's why you're kind of a loser. Matter of fact, and that guy Tate, I don't know what his name, Andrew Tate or whatever, he made a point that if you're a dude and you just got your wife and you don't make any moves and that's just what you do, that's your life, you're a fucking loser. You should look at yourself and think, damn, am I so quick to worry about shitting on other cultures and other people and all this? How about you go do a deal with a Jew? Did you ever think that? Instead of hating Jews, go actually do a fucking deal with a Jew that makes money for yourself. And maybe you'll be happy and you won't be so fucking miserable. Maybe you're miserable because you haven't done a deal with a Jew. I don't know. Because I'm not involved in your fucking life. I'm too busy hustling my own shit. I'm trying to defend my own people from a fucking wannabe Hitler. That's right, Kanye is a wannabe Hitler. This dude is psycho. He thinks he's going to be a president. He wants to be the president of the United States and shit on a whole race and culture. Like this is what this guy's dream is. He wants to divide. Kanye, if Kanye was in power, he would want war, civil war. Is that what people want? Is that really what your motherfuckers want? You think that's going to solve anything? That's not what I want. You know what I mean? Hip hop was supposed to bridge the gaps of people and bring us all together. So I'm confused, man. Do you want unity or do you want war? I want unity. Good night. Peace.